Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. We knew it was coming, then it came, now we're here. Rockstar has confirmed that we are getting a new Red Dead game in time for the holiday next year, and it's Red Dead Redemption 2. Not Red Dead Revenge or Retribution or any other R word. We'll have a full trailer later this week, which should give us plenty more details about the game itself and what we can expect from it, and believe that we're gonna go all over that. But of course, we want it all now. What we do know is that the game will be a prequel because John Marston is right there in the artwork. Not a silhouette, close, but nope, that's John, so prequel it is. Hence the Red Dead Redemption 2, although I guess Red Dead Redemption 0 might make more sense, but whatever, we live in a world where Xbox 3 is Xbox One. The game is announced for Xbox One and PS4, no PC, which PC devotees are understandably upset about, even though the franchise has never had a PC release, although there is every chance that could change later on. After all, GTA 5's PC release lagged by like a year and a half. Fun little note, Take-Two also appears to have registered a Red Dead Online web domain, maybe because this game will have a Western-style persistent online game a la GTA Online, or maybe just to keep it out of the hands of other people in case. Either way, we should know more about the game in just a day or two, which is pretty awesome. You remember around this time last year when the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, better known to most of us as SAG-AFTRA, authorized a strike of video game voice actors? Well, it seemed at the time like nothing ever came of it, but that strike may be starting for real this week. Guild members received a notice earlier this week, followed by a public statement from the Guild advising that negotiations haven't gone the way they wanted, so they're calling for a strike against 11 different major video gaming industry players, including Activision, Disney, Insomniac, Electronic Arts, Warner Brothers Games, Take-Two, and several others. The backbone of the Guild's complaint lies in working conditions for voice actors. The Guild claims there have been several injuries from overworking actors, lack of stunt pay for risky motion capture, etc. Other issues the Guild is negotiating over include compensation bonuses based on game sales and transparency between game companies and the talent they hire as to what project they're being hired for. Apparently, they don't always make that known. While less than 25% of the industry's voice talent pool is part of SAG-AFTRA, most of the best-known talent are part of the Guild and are required by the Guild to participate in the strike, including the likes of Troy Baker and Nolan North, who between them are something like 110% of all male voices ever voiced who aren't Mario. The strike is scheduled to begin on October 21st, but like the TV writers' strike in 2007, it may be a while before we actually see the impact of the strike on games themselves, given development timelines. And of course, there's always time for negotiations, so we'll keep you posted. Fans of Sleeping Dogs who've been hoping for a new game that isn't Triad Wars are out of luck. Sadly, the studio behind the game, United Front Games, appears to have shut down, with producer Jenkins confirming rumors on Twitter last night, saying, "The end of a great era. Goodbye, UFG." The studio was also known for Little Big Planet karting and Mod Nation Racers, but worked on Halo the Master Chief Collection and Disney Infinity as well. The studio had only recently unveiled their newest project, Smash and Grab, to mixed reaction. It's possible a sequel for Sleeping Dogs could still see the light of day. After all, Square Enix owns the property and they've made successful studio shifts before, as they did with Deus Ex, but no word on whether they'll actually continue the property. Remember a few months ago, we reported that Sony was settling a class action lawsuit over sales of the original PS3 because they removed support for Linux after the console was already on the market. A settlement notice has now been sent out, and there's a website where you can claim your money. We'll put it in the link dump for you. Claimants must submit claim forms there and include proof of purchase for the PS3 and your PlayStation Network ID attached to that PS3 that's been used prior to April 1st, 2010. There are a bunch of other hoops to jump through, like proving you used the other OS feature to install Linux, and you have to do it before December 7th. So, a lot of stuff. If you do have all that stuff though, you could get a sweet $55. That's like almost a game. And while we're at it, there was another lawsuit settlement recently for owners of the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 over misleading marketing that claimed the card had more available VRAM than it effectively did. That settlement also entitles everyone who purchased the GeForce GTX 970 up until August 24th this year to a $30 rebate per card. The website to submit claims for that one is also up, so we'll have that in the link up as well. Candy Crush Saga, the object of scorn for all gamers who aren't addicted to it, which consistently makes money by the metric truckload, is also getting a TV show. CBS, Lionsgate, and King made the announcement today that they're working on a reality TV show to cash in on the apparent 18 billion rounds played every month in the game, and they've tapped Matt Kunitz, the guy behind the Real World, Fear Factor, and Wipeout, to create a game board challenge type format for the show. Wait, so Amazing Race didn't get a fall slot, but this is gonna get a slot? Come on, guys, this is the Candy Crush. Do Amazing Race All-Stars. Ubisoft may have newly confirmed that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is in pre-production under creator Michel Ancel, but some new details have leaked out that, depending on how you feel about the game, could make it slightly less exciting. Or more exciting, your mileage may vary. Specifically, that it's a semi-reboot. Also, that it may be a Nintendo NX exclusive. An anonymous source, speaking with Let's Play Video Games, claims that the game will partially retell Jade's origin, go more into the character Paige's backstory, and then build off the ending of the original game to continue on. This is ostensibly so that players don't need to have gone through the original to get involved with this one, while also providing closure for fans of the original. The game may get an official reveal trailer when the NX is formally announced, but it's probably going to be a CG trailer and more along the lines of a vision of what the game could be than a glimpse at the game itself. And that source is also claiming that the game will see release in summer 2018. Given that rumblings of the impending NX reveal are getting louder and louder, hopefully that'll all be confirmed or debunked very soon. I mean, we only have so much year left to get that announcement out, right? If you've been curious to know whether Xbox One has recovered from its bumpy would be an understatement kind of launch, the answer is maybe! According to NPD Group, Xbox One has outsold PS4 in the US for the third month in a row, the first month being July, which saw a price drop and the release of the Xbox One S. Mind you, this number is only applicable to the US and likely doesn't carry over to international markets where PlayStation has traditionally dominated, even when Xbox was killing it in the US. Microsoft still hasn't formally released hardware sales numbers, but Nvidia recently estimated numbers around 29 million compared to as many as 52 million for PS4. So, come back. Not compared to PS4's numbers, but it actually is still ahead of where the Xbox 360 was at this point in its life cycle. So, some reasons to be happy. Some of us can never get enough of dinosaurs, so Jurassic Park returning in the form of Jurassic World has been pretty awesome. Still not over Chris Pratt rolling out with a posse of velociraptors, which is an idea for any modders who want to dig into Red Dead Redemption 2, by the way. And work is underway on Jurassic World 2, with news that this may be the Empire Strikes Back of the Jurassic World trilogy. Speaking with director J.A. Bayona, obviously when you have Chris Pratt, it will also be very funny, but it will be darker. It is a second step in a trilogy, and the second step is always dark, as in The Empire Strikes Back or The Wrath of Khan, which are the examples you always get. The film takes a story where it has never been before. To be fair, there are kind of a lot of places that the story hasn't been before, so we'll see which ones of those places they end up being. But hints from Jurassic World director Colin Trevorrow say that we may be seeing an exploration of themes like animal abuse, which is, yeah, that is dark. No word if Michael Vick will appear, but we have a while to wait since the movie won't hit until June 2018, so plenty of time for those reveals. Speaking of dark times in Star Wars, there's an academy called Lightsaber Academy of Thrills and Skills that you can go to for actual classes in actual lightsaber combat, and yeah, Disney's throwing a lawsuit on that one. Specifically, Lucasfilm is. The lawsuit was filed on Friday against business operator Michael Brown, alleging that, among other infringing activities, defendants use a logo that is nearly identical and confusingly similar to Lucasfilm's trademark Jedi Order logo, round in shape with 6 wing-like shapes curving upward, 3 per side, and an 8-pointed star featuring elongated top and bottom points stretched into a vertical line. The lawsuit claims that Lucasfilm previously issued cease and desist orders to the business, but that Brown responded to those orders by filing for his own trademark for Lightsaber Academy Inc., hence the formal lawsuit. Lucasfilm is demanding a permanent injunction against the business and damages up to $2 million for each trademark infringed. And since this roundup is a real downer already, let's end on an appropriately low note. The Starcraft Pro League, the longest running esports league in the world, has officially shut down. Korean Esports Association Chairman Jun Byung-hun issued a statement explaining the decision, saying the drop in numbers of Pro League teams and players, difficulty securing league sponsors, and match fixing issues have made it challenging to maintain Pro League. The league, which was formed in 2003, has been on the decline for the past few years, understandably, with the rise of League of Legends and Dota 2, and the league has also been plagued with reports of match fixing by corrupt team managers. Still, kind of a bummer since Blizzard already announced the HD Starcraft, so pour one out. So that's the roundup for the day. Which of these stories is the biggest bummer? Let us know in the comments. And for more video game and entertainment news that's sometimes happier than this, like this video and subscribe to The Know. News is sad, Caden. It's like not a lot of happy stories today. Except for
that Red Dead.
So yeah, we got that Red Dead though. And if you want to know all the Pokemon, I guess that's good news. If you didn't want to know all the Pokemon, that's more bad news.
Also no PC on Red Dead. So.
Oh yeah, no PC, but that's not surprising. That's not surprising.